Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. So today I'm going to do the art journal prompt week number 5 from Artsology, or Deb, as some of us know her as. I'm a bit behind, obviously, and this is what I did last time. The sun and moon I did as best friends was her theme. This time, and this is just, I'm just using my Moleskine art journal page, just, you can tell things stick, where I draw, where I do whatever. I probably have shown you guys through this. I have a million of these books sitting around, and I like these prompts because it makes me, it just makes me art journal more, and I really love and miss it because I love doing it. I just don't do it enough. Now, the theme is an art supply that you love, your favorite art supply, that kind of thing. I thought about this and had a really hard time because I love paint and I love pencils and pens and markers and draw. I mean, I love all kinds of stuff. But what I really, really love, and you're going to be able to tell, is my Stabilo. Now, this is what I have left because I use this like crazy. If you guys have been with me for a while, y'all know I went through this ridiculous Stabilo phase, and I still use it. I just don't film it as much, but I'm going to film it today. If you don't know what the Stabilo, it's a Stabilo All. This is in black. If you don't know what it is essentially a water-soluble pencil, and it comes in different colors. The Stabilo All, the number is 8046, if you look it up on Amazon. But this writes on plastic and metal, and it's like a, you know, it marks on everything, writes on everything. I love to draw with it, and I love the effect that I get with water, so I'm going to do that today, hopefully. All I did was I threw down white paint. I didn't gesso it or anything. I just threw down white paint and let it dry, and here we go. I'm going to put Deb's or Artsology's YouTube video for this down below. Please go check her out and subscribe and like, and just check out all her videos because she's fantastic. So what I think I'm going to do is I want to do, I don't know, I'm into hearts lately. And when I saw this, I'm full of paint. When I was putting the white paint down, I was like, huh, I don't know, this middle just made me think of a heart. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use this pencil as much as I have in other projects where I really use it. I'm going to just do a heart because I love hearts. And I'm just going to sketch it real quick. And I'm going to do a background here. I love blue with the red. I don't know why. So that's what I'm going for. I'm going to use a light blue first. And I'm not going to touch my heart yet. And I'm just going to just dab it. Now, if you don't have paint and you're starting out and you want to do art journaling, use your crayons, use your markers, use whatever you have that you can use to create. Because the whole point of it is create. You know, it's about creating. It's not about having all the tools, all that kind of stuff, especially when you're art journaling. I'm just using my brush. It's a little wet. I sometimes like to wet it because I like to spread it out a little bit. So I'll wet it and then go in here and you'll see how wet it is. And I'll just go around here a little bit. I'm not going to worry too much because I can take that blue and the black and combine it a little bit. So I'm going to not go over the black line that I drew if I can help it. Okay. Now, when you use water, if you don't have a extender, which will make your paint stay, wetter longer, I use water, and that works perfectly. So you can see it spread out, and it'll just give it a little bit of wetness, so I can blend some dark in here. I think I'm going to use is this dark ink. Let's see what this does. This is just the Bombay ink. And I'm going to, let's see what it does. I don't know if it'll even do anything. And it's mixing with the water, as you can see. So that might not be the best thing to do, but we'll see. I love playing, so. Because I want to do some dripping. Drip, drip, drip. All right, so now what I'm going to do, you can see down here, obviously it's puddling. So I'm just going to take some more and just run it where I might want some more color. Doesn't matter. It's probably due to the water, but I don't care. So I'm going to let that for a second, and I'm going to take, and if you don't have one of these scruffy brushes or whatever, I use it for like stencils and that, I'm just going in, it's dry. It's going to be dry, but I'm going to blend this line in with this. And I'm just going down one time all around. I'm going to do it here. And you can see how it blends in. Let me see if this light, maybe this light will help. There we go. And then I'm just going to wipe it off. I'm not going to wash it. I'm just going to wipe it off to get a lot of that off. And I'm going to go around again. And I want to go back and forth because I want that light color to kind of go in that darker color. But I still want the dark color, and I still want the integrity of the integrity. Who the heck is talking here? You know what I mean. Okay. So you can see where we're getting at. And I'm going to dry it real quick with my heat gun. I love my heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer or get a hair dryer from the thrift store. Very, very cheap. Mine has a ton of them. Or just leave it sit and dry for 10 minutes. That works too. You don't have to have a heat gun or a hair dryer or anything to do art. Okay, and I'm not going to dry it all the way. I'm just going to do that. So now I'm going to work on, now I'm going to put this in water to rinse it off. And now I'm going to work with my Stabilo. Now I'm just going to go in and I'm going to darken around the outside. And I'm not worrying if it's real I don't know if symmetrical is the right word. I just love this pencil. I really got to get more. Okay. And I want this dip to be noticeable. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my, what color do I want? Maybe I'll just do red. We'll stick traditional. Take a paintbrush. I'm not going to wet my paintbrush. I'm just taking it out of the cap. And I'm going to go in the middle. You can see I'm very haphazardly doing it because it's just how I do it. And I'm not going to go all the way to the end yet. Okay. I was in my head and thought there for a second and totally forgot I was recording. Oh my gosh. Am I the only weirdo like that? Okay, so you can see I did the red in there, you know, fairly decent. Now you can see some of the black transferred, but I don't care because I love that. And I'll be back with the Stabilo again. So I'm just going to rinse that brush off to get that red out the best I can. Not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to dry it off because that'll help any red that I didn't get. And then I'm going to wet the brush again. And now I'm going to go in here and wet this. And I did not take off the extra water off my brush that time because I really want it to wet and activate that delicious pencil. And make it go into the red because I love it. Now, you can see nothing major. I'm going to have it drip because that's just how I like to do it. But let's say I have some extra on here and I want to maybe use it on, you know, add some more texture to this. I'm just going to run this very quickly, nothing major, over the back. Now, Now, the only thing with these pencils are they are water soluble, so they will be reactivated if you put wet, anything wet on them. But when you're art journaling, unless you're going for really, really pretty, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to turn this over just to get any of that black that was on there, and I'm going to push it down. And you can barely see it, but it's on there. It's all right. It's like a ghosting effect. And then maybe I'll do some here. Now, if you have all different colors, you can see I just kind of scribbled it on. Look how it's just awesome. And this is just one of my favorite stencils lately. I don't know why. This one I'll just go up and down. And it's just going to give a little bit. Now, obviously, if I go this way, it'll be a little bit darker. Now, if I wet my brush a little bit more, it will lift up anything that's left on my brush. But, it doesn't matter. See how that does? I love it. I love it. But like I said, you can use any stencil, and if you don't have a stencil, just use the brush. You don't have to, everything's how you say, not comparable, but you can really change this up or anything to get that kind of look. Now, I want to blend this in. So my brush I did not wet and I did not dry. I just have it the way. But what I'm going to do is pull some of this black into the heart because I can see where it's a little wet still in that black. And it'll help dry a little bit faster, but I just like pulling it in because I don't want it to be that, that bright. Do you know what I mean? And then out here, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What about... Oh, so many ideas. So many ideas. I got to stop thinking. All right. Well, let's do little hearts. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can find my other... I have a red Stabilo as well. Where it is? Well, you got me. Okay, here it is. And this is... Nope, that's my Stabilo pencil. That's not... See, that's just how I roll. I have white. I know I have red somewhere, but I can't find it. Which is okay. It's not the end of the world. I'll look for another second. Riveting. Isn't it just riveting? Are you back here? I see my orange. And I have them organized. It's just where? There we go. There we go. All right. And this is the Stabilo all in red. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, and I don't wet it or anything right now. You can see I'm just going to go trace some of these in red. And you can do it very loosely and make it, whatever way you want. Like I said, I'm just playing. I've been not doing much art lately. So, and you know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to make it run. And I love how it makes it look purple on there. All right, so I'm just going to do this. You know what? I'm just going over this too. Well, let's see if we can make this run like I want to make it run. Or make it rain, as they say. All right. Nobody, I don't say that. I don't ask. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up so you can see I have a wet brush. And I'm going to activate it, as you can see. Now, you can use your your Crayola pencils, whatever you have. Markers, watercolor markers will work. See how wet that is? Now I'm going to hold it up like this and bang it. And I might need a little bit more water. So that's all right. You just add more water. Everything's fixable. Now let's give it a good blow because, it's all about the blow. All right. Now, if you want more color, you can add more pencil. I know, so exciting. But see how it drips? That's what I want, and that's what I want this to do. Now I can go back in with my red And don't push too hard because you can see here I lifted up some of the paint. I don't care on this one, but you know, you don't necessarily want to do that. Okay. Apparently I gotta wipe my pencil off. Right. I want more here. So I'm gonna really lay it thick right here where I want it to drip. All right, now I'm gonna take my water again and really activate that. Now let's see. Yeah. Yeah. See, I like those little ones. I don't know why, but I do. All right, so now I'm going to just dry this really quick. These Stabilos, I love them. And they work over the acrylic paint so well. As you can see, you can definitely write over the acrylic paint. Now, I know that I have to be careful that I can't reactivate if I like this. Now, I could put some, quickly I could put some Mod Podge on there, or Collage Podge, or Matte Medium, or Decoupage, and it'll dry it and keep it, you know, fairly permanent if I really wanted to, but I really don't want to. I'm just going to go with the flow. And I'm not going to dry all these. I'm just... Okay, now my thing is I want everything to drip down. So I could, if I wanted to, have this, wet this, and have everything drip back up. But I like this to keep coming down. So I'm going to go in with my black Stabilo again, and I'm going to just add some more of it here so I can activate it, and I can make drippage. Because, come on, who doesn't like drippage? I like drippage as long as there's the place for the drippage. Sometimes I don't like the drippage. But that's a me getting older thing, so. Alright, see, really what? And I'm just giving it a bang. Blowing on it. I need some more water. See, afraid? Yeah. I'm just going for it. Now I can blow on it because I'm not sending it to anybody to have my germs. But it's not even dripping like I want it to. It's being very snotty. It'll drip. I'm going to really get up here. Okay. More water, please. Let's do that. There we go. Oh, I like the way it just kind of in there. This didn't do much of nothing, but let's see if we can get this to go down here. I know that the book is, you know, it's running in the middle, like running in the middle. I'd be lightheaded by the time I'm done doing this, but I don't care. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm not going to hate on it. I'm not going to hate on it. Not exactly what I was going for, but it is still okay. Now you can see I still have some of my red here where I put that. So I can definitely activate it a little bit just so it's not so... Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like that. Maybe if I had more of a pencil. I wonder if this is like lipstick. When it gets down to a certain part, it just won't do its thing anymore. Now, if you don't have these Stabilos, use black paint. But that's all I'm doing on that. These, like I said, these are the Stabilos. They're just like one of my favorite things to draw and to play with. You know? I just love them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry my brush off. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to hold on to the top. And I can see there's piles of water here. And I'm just going to go like this. And I want to mess up my, like right here, because I like that. But I want some more up here. So I'm just going to kind of flick it until I get to that area. Just so it kind of, see how, I don't know, it's grungy. I like it. I can't help it. It's just who I am. And you can, you know, flick anywhere. Grunge, grunge. I just love throwing stuff around and playing. That's all I'm going to do. That was way too long. But you can see, you can get these really great effects with this. And like I said, if this was dry and I wanted to keep it like this, I would use, you know, Mod Podge or Clear Coat, whatever you have. And just so it wouldn't be, but it's not going to be reactivated in my art journal. And I'm going to take the paper off there so it doesn't, there we go. Just make sure that it doesn't dry. And that's what I did. Mine was the Stabilo. I thought about taking this and like gluing it on because that's what the whole thing is here for me, but I'm not because I think I could get a few more uses out of that. So I'm very cheap. So what are you going to do? Cheap and easy. So thank you very much for watching. If you do an art journal page, let me know. And let me know down below, what's your favorite art supply to use? I can't come up with one. And I just been, you know, using, you know, I thought about what I've been using most recently. So that's what I used. So let me know down below what your favorite one is. And if you do a video as well, let me know. I love watching it. And go check out Artology, link down below. I hope you all have a fantastic day. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And I'll see you guys next video. Bye, guys.